Welcome back to Mostly Mindful. Today we're going to talk about the 5 things that we still don't buy anymore.
Sorry. What happened to the fancy intro? And those special effects and the drone shot?
No, we don't buy those either.
Oh, okay. The YouTube essentials, the ring light, the fancy microphones?
I mean, if we're going to list everything we're not going to buy anymore, we're going to be here until retirement.
Yeah. I suppose you've got a point, because that's exactly what we're trying to save for. Unlike our 80 selves who thought that concert tickets were a better investment than a retirement annuity.
Spoiler alert, those 20-year-olds were wrong. But wow, those Queen concert memories are priceless.
But seriously, our minimalist approach to life isn't just about saving money. We've experienced a whole bunch of health benefits from living this way as well.
And today we're going to share those things that we don't buy anymore that have had the biggest impact.
Yeah, and between you and me, number 3 is the one that surprised Mr. Handsome the most.
Oh, and don't forget, Mr. Handsome is actually a minimalist, because who doesn't show up for the intro recordings?
Mr. Handsome.
So let's dive into the 5 things we don't buy anymore that benefits our health.
Yeah. The first one is fast fashion. We saw this off years ago and we still refuse to buy it for a couple of reasons. The one is that this stuff is made with harmful chemicals often, and that can have an effect on your skin and your health.
Yes. Not to mention the guilt complex you have or you develop when you buy that stuff, because we all know how those things are made and what happens to those people.
Yeah, they're treated really, really badly. It's actually, we'll share some links in description. What was that movie called? It's something like How It's Made or whatever. So we just avoid that. It's a
no-go.
We're not that fashion conscious, but avoiding fast fashion is also a way of eliminating consumer stress, because you're not constantly worried about the next fashion statement and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So if you're someone who's worried about or if fashion really plays a role in your life.
Yeah, and I guess it promotes buying quality over quantity. So you naturally are going to look for things that maybe cost a little bit more, but they will last longer, so you don't have to go to the shop so often.
Yeah.
And the second point is processed convenience foods.
Yeah. I mean, we all know what those things are made of. If you look at the box and you see the ingredients and it's, I don't know, as long as your arm, and 3/4 of those things that you can't pronounce or haven't heard of.
Yeah, that's if you can't have that in your pantry, don't eat the food.
Yeah.
I don't know where I heard that, but I loved it.
Yes.
And I mean, I think if there's an ingredients list that's longer than 2 lines, then you have to start worrying about things. But yes, we should look at those ingredients. If you've never heard of them before, or even if you have and the words are too long, don't do it. Don't do it. Whole Foods for the win.
Yeah, exactly. And the opposite side of that is that when you focus on making food from scratch at home, it benefits you on some other level, some sort of soul or spiritual level, because maybe you're cooking together or sharing the meal. It's a lot more interactive.
Yeah.
I feel like, even from the shopping, like you're going into the fresh produce department and thinking about where these things came from. When you're buying process something, your brain can't think back to how that started.
Yeah, well, there's no knowledge there anyway. And then obviously it also promotes a bit of the slow living vibe. So you slow down, you don't just rip the thing open and start shoveling. You've prepared the meal, whether you do it with someone else or on your own, it's a lot more intentional. And just for my little woo insertion on this video, the energy that you make or the intention that you make the food with is in the food.
Yeah.
So when you eat it and you've made it with positive intention or even love, that food will give you more nutrition.
Yeah, I mean, Sporty calls it woo-woo, and yes, a lot of people would say that, but it's so true. Just think about it in your life when you've eaten something. Maybe your mom made it for you, or your partner, or something. You can taste the love in the food.
Yeah, and I mean, there's even if you go out, some restaurants,
Yes.
the way they prepare their food, you look at the meal and you think, oh, this is not so good in terms of like what I should be eating. But you eat it and it's delicious and it makes you feel amazing.
Yeah.
So then you know that those kitchen people or those cooks or whoever just had so much love in their hearts when they made the food.
Woo-woo over.
Yeah, no, we've overdosed.
What's our next point?
Our next point is multiple digital descriptions.
They're not
Descriptions.
Subscriptions.
Multiple digital subscriptions.
Or any, as the case may be, because we basically don't have any. We used to have Netflix.
Yeah.
We tried Apple TV. We tried DSTV, which is like our satellite TV.
Yeah, long back in the day.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
I mean, I was saying to Sporty just now, I had this thought that having a subscription for Netflix versus renting one movie is the same as going to a buffet or ordering a meal. Like, you always feel like you have to get your money's worth.
Yeah, and
like,
pile your plate full.
And it's the same, like if you're paying every month for Netflix, there's a chance that you're gonna, like, I'm paying, I must watch, and then every night you're on the couch, stuffing your face with snacks. Or is that just us?
I was just about to say maybe that's not everyone, but you're definitely scrolling, looking.
But you're watching and watching and watching. Now what we've discovered is that you can go onto the Apple TV app and rent one movie.
Yeah.
And then that's it. You plan your movie night and make some popcorn. I'm back at the snacks.
You're back at the snacks.
Doesn't matter.
Well, that's our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we discovered that, and it's a much better way of doing things. It's better for your health. You're not sitting there scrolling.
Yeah, and then you also just decide on a movie that you like to watch. It's not an incidental thing that you found by scrolling through something. You know?
Or like something that doesn't benefit you. Because I know this is like the sort of mini OPS insert here, but you have to. No, maybe it's not OPS. It's like a bit Pollyanna or something. But don't watch things that aren't gonna
inspire.
Or horror movies or those what are they called? Like Big Brother.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah, anything like that. Watch something that's gonna lift you up. And I think when you get a subscription, you often end up, even we do. Watching stuff that's rubbish. That's not benefiting you in any way. You're living somebody else's drama.
Yeah.
Okay, enough waffling. What's the next point?
Point number 4. I like to number them. I know it's not necessary. Homemade cleaning products.
Oh, I made one.
That's your favourite. Ange makes quite a few actually.
Yeah. I've got one. I've worked out a formula for a toilet spray, because ever since we had our day zero way back in 2017 thereabouts, where we had a bad drought in Cape Town, and the water was basically almost gone.
Yeah.
And we were doing all sorts of things to save water, and one of it was we got in the habit of not flushing unless it's like if it's brown, flush it down. Just for Sporty, she hates any
reference to poo.
Anyway, the point is, you can buy no smell spray stuff, but you can make it at home. So mine is water, vinegar. In the last one, I put a little bit of bicarb, and then you put some drops of an essential oil like peppermint oil, or I was using tea tree until Sporty admonished me because that stuff's expensive. I didn't realize.
It's a medicinal oil, so.
Yeah, I ran out of. Anyway, waffling again. The point is, and then we soak the toilet. Everything is vinegar and bicarb, just by the way, guys.
You can make anything. And as she said, she soaks the toilet with bicarb and vinegar. We wash the vegetables in bicarb and vinegar. A few of our other cleaning products, hey?
And one of our viewers, because we're planning a video on old-fashioned frugal habits, one of our viewers said that they use bicarb to brush their teeth and as deodorant as well.
What? But it's powder. How do you...
You wet it in your mouth. It's going to be
and
wet.
on the pits?
Apparently you... pits.
No, on the pits.
Pits and bits, as our friends used to always say.
You're always going to go one step further.
Sorry,
Okay.
but we also like waffling again.
Okay.
I'll put some links and stuff in the description, but it's really quite handy.
Oh, I'm interested in that. I'll see you after shoot
Okay.
in my office. And the last point? Oh, skin products, was it?
Anti-aging products.
Anti-aging products. That's
Yeah. No, we don't buy into the whole anti-aging thing. We feel like you should age gracefully and accept the fact, because it's a human body, it's designed to expire at a certain point.
Yeah.
So you can look after it to the best of your ability, but there's no point in trying to do all these hacks and like get tucks and creams and inject things.
Eventually we'll get there.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think the point to aging gracefully is if you can do it as naturally as possible, so that you're not forcing anything. You know, that you find skin products that nourish your skin and that feel good. Nothing's going to stop the wrinkles. At some point they'll come back. And also, obviously, internal nourishment helps a lot.
Yeah, it's like you feed, everything is from the inside. Your skin reflects what's going on the inside.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, on the outside to some extent, like, exhaust fumes and whatever's in the environment, but a lot of it is what you ingest in. So if you drink lots of water, eat clean, your skin's going to look okay anyway.
And listen to your body. If you start paying attention, your body responds in ways that tell you what it doesn't want. I mean, we made a video about something that I did, we'll link to it somewhere, where I didn't listen to my body and I got sick. And it was a bit of toddlerish, actually. So wrapping it up, those are our 5 things that we don't buy anymore for better wellness and health. Quite simple, actually.
Yeah, and they save us money as well, but this video was more about how it benefits our health.
Yeah.
So let us know in the comments if you agree or disagree about the things that we've listed, and if you've got your own ideas that you'd like to share, because you know us, we're all about taking on other people's great ideas and giving them a try. So do that.
Copy and paste.
Yeah.
Copy and bicarb paste for the pits. Anywho.
And while you're here and know that we're the kind of people who talk about pits and bits and poo on camera like we're 5 and 7, please hit subscribe.
Please. And push the thumbs up button.
All that stuff.
Yeah, not
Share.
push, you click. Just
OPS. So much of OPS. Not really.
It's a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Until next time.
Until next time.
Keep it simple.
Keep it wellness.
And age with intention.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you soon.